You're listening to The Drew Yari Show.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the audience at?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they'll be in.
No, what's that? All I had to do was speak.
What was that?
I said all I had to do was speak.
It's like if you all you have to do is say it, and they will be here. But yeah, man, what's up? What are you up to?
Just got done watching Collision. Good show, great main event.
Yeah, I watched it. Pretty decent show. I can't complain. I mean, it's CM Punk, so it's always going to be a pretty good match. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, so we have a show chat. D Extreme. There's actually a chat room on here that you can talk in. You don't have to talk on here. It's just go on where it says Drew Yari Show.
I don't even see what you're seeing right now.
So top right hand corner next to the
okay,
waving hand.
I see it now. Got you.
So
okay,
I mean,
is that a new feature?
No, I mean it's always been there. I just don't think people use it.
Never noticed it.
But I mean, I'm not saying you guys can't use it. Just that's what we have the chat room for. So, but now I sound like a dick. But but anyways, I actually legit. Almost kind of fell asleep. Not because the match was bad, because I was just tired.
Yeah.
So I was just like, fuck. I don't want to fall asleep during the show. But yeah, good main event. Joe, furthering the storyline with Punk and telling Punk, I'll convince you, by, choking his ass out, during the match. So I thought that was cool. And then, yeah, it means Collision's usually the better show. It's usually the better, constructed show. Kind of like what we always talked about, but nonetheless, this is the Q&A. This is episode 19, and we have some questions. We have quite a few questions. So do you want to get this shiznit started, Justin?
Yeah, we're not live yet, are we?
No, we're live.
Oh, I didn't know. We didn't get a countdown or nothing.
Yeah, I usually do the countdown for the Wednesday show. The Q&A, we just go all out.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, I can do a countdown if you want.
Oh, no, if we're already recording, then, might as well, I just didn't know.
All right, so Q&A, people, these are the questions and answers. These are the questions that we get from the listeners, and we answer them for you. And also, now that we're starting, that means no more questions until the next show. So here we go, people. Maurice Bear has the first batch of questions tonight. He wants to know, the first question, I was watching Brian Zane's take on Ready to Rumble, and it hit me. Has that movie itself aged for the good?
Absolutely. I always love Ready to Rumble. I never got
Yeah, me too.
The back. I mean, I understand why, but I understand why people objectively think objectively is a bad movie, but you're not supposed to watch that movie for the acting or for the plot or whatnot. It's just a zany tale of two crazed WCW fans who try to find Jimmy King and try and get back. Now there were some things that did bother me about the movie or whatnot, like the bad blood, that they used on Diamond Dallas Page, and why was the WCW title looks more silver than gold, and just kind of like the part where Jimmy King pinned DDP in the backstage, like, oh, he's the new WCW champion. Just so those parts bother me, yes, but overall, I mean, it's still a fun movie. I like it.
Yeah, and D Extreme, once the show starts, you can't send any more questions, so we'll just save your question for the next Q&A. Yeah, I enjoyed Ready to Rumble. I mean, again, it was a silly movie. Wasn't going to win any Oscars, but it was fun. It was a fun movie. It's a movie I can watch and enjoy. Just and some good zingers. What is it? The one line where that kid's, my dad says throwing ups are pussies, and David Arquette goes, "I throw up all the time. I'm not a pussy."
Yeah.
Or a diamond upside down is a pussy.
I mean, upside down, but yeah, that's pretty funny. And also as well, like he was talking about Brian Zane. A lot of people covered this movie. Brian Zane. You got OSW review. They covered that movie extensively as like a hour review of it, pretty much like scene by scene. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen either one of those, definitely check those out.
Yeah, just go check it out. Go check it out. If you have any reservations, just watch it. If you're a wrestling fan, you're gonna enjoy it. I'm just gonna put it that way. Maurice, buy or sell Disciples of the Apocalypse or Aces and Eights?
Buy Aces and Eights, sell DOA. Even though I really love DOA. I love DOA.
Yeah, I'll go with you. Zach Gowan, how surprising to see then... Oh, no. How surprising was it to see an amputee wrestler in the ring?
At the time, surprising, but nowadays it's like, there's a lot of people that have disabilities that wrestle, so,
I don't know. I mean, at this point, in the wrestling business, a lot of that shit's kind of passe, because like, an amputee person in the ring. Oh, we got a dog that wrestles, and a dog. There was literally a dog in a wrestling ring, so it's happened before. But yeah, at the time it was pretty big, and also that kid was thrust into the main event spotlight. He was in a feud with fucking Hulk Hogan, or not Hulk Hogan, but Vince McMahon, and then he was in main event programs with Hulk Hogan and Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle and the Big Show. So it's like they really wanted to make that kid a thing, and for a little bit it worked, but then it got to the point of like, okay, who's really gonna put this kid over? Like, who's realistically willing to put an amputee wrestler over? So, and also he kind of he openly admitted he had a bad attitude, so he couldn't really handle that kind of spotlight. So yeah, Kenny Omega probably would. That's a Anna saying. Next is who was truly at fault for the Renegades' time in WCW?
Hey, sorry about that. Sometimes my mic, because I have OBS open, I had OBS open, it kind of interferes with it, and I had to restart my PC. So I forgot to close out OBS because I was streaming. I was streaming the other day, and I forgot to close it out.
That's all good. It was like for a few minutes. I just was trying to answer some of these questions. So the other
I missed a lot of questions.
No. I kind of stalled for a little bit. So Maurice, the question that we had was who was truly at fault for the Renegades' time in WCW. That was, I guess, their own version of the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. What was his name? Rick. It wasn't Rick Bogner. That's the fake Diesel, but it wasn't his fault because he was just told what to do and he was put in that situation. And
his name was Richard L. Wilson.
Yeah, Richard L. Wilson. Yeah. He was very quiet. Like again, OSW review. Like I can't plug them enough. They got literally everything on there. They have a Renegade retrospective where they went over his career in WCW, which is a very interesting look. It's about a 5-minute video. But yeah, check that out. But yeah, I don't blame him. He was just in that situation, and So yeah.
All right. And last question, for now from Maurice. August 1st had the lackluster reveal of Tito Ortiz. Does this make you wonder who was the true Warning?
No.
All right then. I stopped watching TNA around that time, so I just didn't care. CM Goof has the next batch of questions. Oh boy. Are there any wrestlers that for whatever reason you just can't get into at all?
In some aspect, I always get into most wrestlers for the most part, but Mojo Rawley. I didn't like Mojo Rawley. He was terrible. Like there's not many wrestlers where I'm like, oh, they're god fucking awful, but Mojo, he's up there for me, for sure.
I think you guys already know my choices. I'll do something different. Zack Sabre Jr. Just couldn't get into him. Didn't get the appeal. And the guy wrestles, or when I did watch him at the time, he wrestled at like a mile per hour. So I don't know, just didn't get the appeal or whatever. How much drywall do you think has Kyle punched through his life? Oh, you have to ask Kyle that. What do you think?
I don't know.
Based on nothing at all, who is going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year? I think the safest bet's probably the Chiefs. That's the safest bet.
Yeah, I'd probably go with the Chiefs. All right. Yeah, they're kind of a for sure bet. Favorite Jim Carrey movie that isn't either of the Ace Ventura movies?
Cable Guy.
Bruce Almighty. I haven't seen Cable Guy in a while. Drew, how often do you shave your beard, and does the missus ever get mad at you for doing that to her? Well, I did have to shave my beard today because I was trying to trim it and I messed up. So I just decided I'm just going to shave the fucking thing off. And the missus does get mad about it because at first she didn't like my beard, and then over time she liked my beard. So she gets mad whenever I shave. So, yeah. Kettle cooked or baked potato chips?
Oh, kettle cooked. For sure. Like them kettle cooked jalapeno. Oh my god.
I like baked potato chips, personally. If you were given the choice, which female celebrities would you want? Oh, Jesus Christ. Goof, I'm not answering that question. Not answering that, Skip. Where were you when Austin Powers tragically lost his mojo?
I wasn't born yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, we were not born.
Well, he was in the future. So it wasn't the 60s. So it would have been 97 if it would have been modern time. I don't know. I was just at home. Going to school. I was a kid.
Yeah, it happened in 03, but we were not born yet. I don't even think our parents were born yet. Well, I think my parents were alive, technically. But, yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, in 1997 you were alive.
Wait, lost his mojo.
Lost his mojo in the future.
I need to rewatch that movie again. Alright, is Maurice actually a new version of Devimon sent here by Myotism to distract us with his strange Canadian line of questioning? Yes. I'm going to say yes.
Sure. I just don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. So we got enough Mary Kill, so we got to open the thingy.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
So we got Maya Yim, Brandy Loren, and Marty Bell.
F Marty, marry Mia Yim, and kill Brandy.
I'm going to marry Maya, F Brandy, and kill Marty. So, thank you, Goof. Pretty sure you might have some questions later. Maurice has another question, actually. Rank these Pixar villains from S to F tier. What is S to F tier?
You don't know? You don't know tier list? You don't know the tier list?
No, I don't. What is F? What is S to F?
You don't know the tier list? Wow. It's like super popular online. Just like kind of ranking them from F to S.
Yeah, but what does S to F mean? Like, what does it mean exactly?
Like F, like a F word, so it's like F D C A S.
But he's saying S. Like, what does
S
I know
S mean? S tier. I yeah, S tier is kind of like the top tier. Kind of Well, I mean, it's like a video game thing. Like, you never. I guess you haven't played like any video games where they like rank your like performance and they rank it like A or B or S. S is like top tier, like it's above A.
I don't know what this shit means, but I'm gonna but yeah.
I'll tell you this. I'm looking at this list. I don't fucking watch Pixar movies. The only one I seen was Toy Story fucking 1. So I'm put Sid as S, and that's about it. Everyone else is F to me. So there you go. Well, you know, wait. I know Syndrome. I know Syndrome from Incredible. So I'll take that back. So I'll put him as S. Those two are S's. Everybody else is F. Because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who most of these people are. So I'm gonna rank. So Sid was a piece of shit because he would kill toys. So he's up there. Hopper sounds familiar. I don't know who that is. Stinky Pete from Toy Story 2. He was He wasn't that interesting. Randall's from Monsters University, right?
I don't know.
Okay. Buddy,
I only know Sid and I know of Syndrome because that's the Incredibles, I believe. If I'm thinking about the same person.
Yeah, that's him. So Syndrome is up there. Chick Hicks, I don't know who that is. Chef Skinner, I don't know who that is. Al from WALL-E. I never cared for WALL-E, so I don't give a fuck. Charles Muntz, Lotso, Professor Zap, Jock from Monsters U, Jackson Storm. Yeah, I'm sorry, Maurice. We don't really watch a lot of Pixar movies, so so we're just gonna go with Sid and Syndrome as the top. Thank you, Maurice. Dale's got some questions. Who's the chick that smells like bluefin tuna fish? Wait, I don't think I see the whole question. Okay.
No, you read that question right.
We don't know who the fuck you're talking about, Dale. So
yeah, I don't know.
So you're sauntering down the streets of San Antonio. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
You're sauntering down the streets of San Antonio. What's the first thing comes to what?
What does sauntering mean? It's like I don't know these big words, Dale. So sauntering. Sauntering, walk in a slow, relaxed manner without hurry or effort. So in other words, just you're walking down the street.
If I'm doing that, that means the weather is good. So I'll say that.
Yeah, same here. Especially, we're not sauntering down the street now because it's fucking hot.
No, definitely not. Not in the middle of August, no.
I was born to be the king of the bebop swing. What do you think of this lyric by Mel? Cool. So sorry guys, we're not getting any of these references.
I don't know, man. Is he talking about Ellie Mel from the Furious 5?
I guess. I don't know. I really don't know what this means.
Like I don't think it's Melly Mel.
I'm assuming that's an artist of some kind.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Sorry guys, but like I don't know.
All right. Sorry, Dale. sorry, Dale, that we didn't understand your questions. Anna's got the next batch of questions. Anna, the Von Kali special.
Oh baby! Oh god! Here we go. Down. Hey, here's some real fucking questions. I don't know the fuck we were getting previously, but here's some real questions here. The important shit.
Is Spymaster T secretly a Von Kali business representative?
Absolutely.
Is CM Goof secretly Von Kali's neighbor? I don't know. We'll have to ask him that.
No, because if that was the case, then I think some of Von Kali would have rubbed off on CM Goof. Exactly.
When will we see Drew Yari and Justin present Von Kali Dark Side of the Ring?
There won't be no Dark Side of the Ring because his career is always a beacon of light.
Does Von Kali share cooking tips with Coco Beware?
No, he doesn't have to. Why should he?
Let's see. Do the Great Kali and Von Kali have a secret agenda?
Yes, to rule the world.
Is Von Kali secretly Drew's secretary? I can neither confirm nor deny that. Does Von Kali secretly live in the back room of Justin's store?
He doesn't. He doesn't live. He has a fucking. 7 mansions on his property. It's amazing.
Are Booker T and Von Kali secretly gay lovers?
No.
Can
Absolutely.
you dig it?
I can feel it. I can feel it.
Come on, man. Is Von Kali secretly Tony Khan's son with Britt Baker?
No, God, no.
No,
he has no relation. Well, why would he have any relation to TK? Like, he's a winner.
Oh, he definitely is. Does Von Kali and RJ have a secret weed shop?
I don't know. You got to ask RJ that one.
I don't think RJ smokes weed. I know he does. I know he takes an edible every now and then. Is Von Kali the long lost son of Hornswoggle?
That would actually be amazing if that was the case.
Will Justin, the Great Kali, and Von Kali start the KWA Kali World?
Oh God, yes. You goddamn right.
Wow.
Oh my God, just fucking Great Khali, and Von Khali, they're just holding down fort. I'm just there. I'm just a talking head. I don't need to do shit.
When will Von Kali put Bubba Ray Dudley through a table?
He already did. We just haven't seen it yet.
That'd be awesome. Does Von Kali have a secret podcast about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's called the Von Kali PB&J hour.
Hey, I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, so I'd hear that. Does Von Kali stare at Bailey's ass and disgust? I mean, he shouldn't, because look at that ass.
I don't know about that one.
Do Von Kali and Jeff Lippman have a business relationship?
As Mr. Kali's personal representative, I can definitely confirm that.
Nice. Does Von Kali eat raw cookie dough?
He does wherever the hell he wants. He do wherever he wants.
Is Von Kali secretly the president of the United States?
No, not right now. Not just how. No, this country. I don't know. Country's like kind of mid right now. Like, there's really nothing going on. Like at all.
Does Von Kali like to run around his house naked at 3 a.m. screaming about hookers?
No, he doesn't need to do that because he doesn't have to have hookers. Like, just women just come to him naturally. Like, all he has to do is like look at him and wink. He's like, "I'm Von Kali, and I want your ass," and they just come over his house, and
Lastly, is Von Kali secretly a member of the Chef Boyardee Club?
No, because he is Chef Boyardee. Why would he need to be a part of a club when he is him?
Yeah, you're pretty. You're not wrong. But thank you, Anna. Next, we have a newcomer, Rogue. Hello, Rogue. Rogue wants to know how we felt about SummerSlam.
Give it a 6 out of 10. If you want to hear our SummerSlam recap, you should check out this past Wednesday's show. We're going further depth into detail, but I will say that SummerSlam was a 6 out of 10. There was some good, there was some bad on the show, but to me, it wasn't better as last year's. So,
yeah, I maybe gave it a higher grade than you. I gave it a maybe a C minus, but like you just said, the good was good, the bad was really bad. So, but check out our review that we did on Wednesday. It's up already. And Rogue also wants to know, how do you guys feel about the booking of Bobby Lashley since last year when Triple H took over as Booker?
I mean, he's been off TV a lot of the time, but as of right now, it seems like they're starting to do something with him in the Street Profits. So it wasn't as good as he was with Vince, but it can definitely get better from this point forward.
All right. And that's all the questions from Rogue. Thank you, Rogue. Thank you for submitting a question. Kyle. We got Kyle here in the house. He has his bunch of questions. So, on Friday, July 21st, I went to the Dane County Fair And today I went to the Wisconsin State Fair. Have you been to a Texas County Fair, and what about the Texas State Fair in Dallas?
Not been to the Texas State Fair in Dallas. However, we have I guess the closest thing we have to a fair is the rodeo, I guess. Mm-hmm. In San Antonio. So, I've been to that many times. So.
I haven't been to the rodeo in a while, and I don't know if Fiesta counts as a fair. Like, would you count Fiesta as a fair?
No, not in the sense of what he's saying.
Okay, I get you. Yeah, I haven't been to a fair in a while. I don't get out much. Sheamus has publicly admitted that he wants to use his old theme written in my face again for his entrance theme. Why do you think WWE won't allow him to do so? And I don't see anybody saying his current theme is better. I don't know. That's weird because WWE's weird about themes. Because lately they've been giving people their old themes back. They gave Ciampa his old theme back, and who else? Who else got their old theme back? I know there's a few people. I'm just blanking on the name. But yeah, I mean, why not? Why not give Sheamus his old theme? I mean, the guy's been in the company for over like almost 2 decades.
I mean, yeah, you could do that, but I mean, I don't really care, to be honest. I like his old theme better, but like I don't care. It's kind of like with Triple H's My Time thing. Like there was like for a couple year period, we'd be like, oh, he should bring back My Time, and it never came back. So it's kind of like right in the face. We may get a little tease of it, you know what I mean? Kind of like with Drew McIntyre, like. You know what I mean? Broken Dreams got for like 2 seconds, and people marked out over him like, guys, like, they didn't even play the fucking full theme. It was like 5 seconds of it. But, yeah.
That'd be cool if he goes heel, they give him back Broken Dreams. But that's just me. Do you think that LA Knight has the potential to be a late bloomer like DDP? DDP won the WCW Championship. For the first time at age 43, LA Knight is currently 40 and is the People's Champion in WWE. Just hope he doesn't get buried like Damien Sandow was. I mean, at this point, I don't think he is, because with Sandow, he was getting over, and the company still was like, we don't want this guy to get over, fuck him. Like, I mean, to this day, I haven't really heard anyone give an explanation as to why the company just went out of their way to bury the guy. I don't think we'll ever know, but like with LA Knight, they're finally just saying, okay, we'll put the guy over, we'll do this, and that. I mean, they gave him that Rumble match, which, again, we don't really know the specifications of the Rumble match, but he's now one of the spokespeople for Slim Jim. And from what I heard, it's going to be all the way from here till WrestleMania. So, I mean, the guy's getting over. He's being used prominently on the show. They're not stupid. He makes some money. He's the highest merch seller in the company. I kind of come to a conclusion, like, I don't think he needs to be the world champion. I mean, the guy's over. Like, you don't automatically have to be world champion. I mean, I'm pretty sure eventually he'll get a world title match. I don't think he needs to be world champion. He could be Intercontinental champion. He can be U.S. champion at best. So, as long as he's selling merch, as long as he's getting reactions, I think he'll do just fine. But what do you think?
I mean, he's LA Knight. He's well more further along than Damien Sandow was. Sandow did win Money in the Bank. Outside of that, like from crowd reaction to merch to the way he's presented on TV, he's way further along than Damien Sandow has ever been. So there's that.
All right. What does the LA and LA Knight stand for?
Los Angeles.
No, go with Los Angeles. Does the AR and AR Fox stand for automatic rifle?
I don't know. I know the reason why I know the reason why he picked the name AR Fox, because he wanted to outfox his opponents, because he's a smart competitor. So, but I can't tell you that AR stands for automatic rifles. So,
how has AEW not done a cross promotion with ANW? Good question.
Well, I thought you were about to answer.
that was kind of my answer.
I
to the
mean, they
question.
did early on. They did Cracker Barrel, so you know that. I mean, that was kind of like an inside thing too, as well, because you know the elite, they love them some Cracker Barrel. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I guess it's because A&W is not fully national. Like, we only got one in San Antonio. Like, I don't even think people really know about it. So,
Right, and there's A&W root beer, but
oh yeah, that too. I'm thinking about the restaurant. But yeah, no, you're right.
yeah, A&W is okay. It's not that amazing. It's all right.
It's like D tier. D tier restaurant. It's not good.
It's like Royal Crown Cola of restaurants. How has no wrestler ever had their finisher called the F-bomb?
I don't know. Maybe on the Indies. I'm pretty sure someone in the Indies may have had that before. But
I mean, the closest we had was the FU with John Cena.
yeah. You're not gonna see that on, definitely not in WWE. Like, you're never gonna see it in WWE. Maybe AEW. You know, depending. But you know, that's a good name though. Like it.
Yeah, I dig it. If it existed, would you buy the Hooked on Ebonics program?
No, because why would I need something that I already speak?
I mean, you can just go to, what is it, Urban Dictionary on Google and just look up words. So, we don't need it. What do you call a game of basketball that's played between a group of dead people? Casket ball.
It's a good one. I like that one.
I like your dad jokes, Kyle. We need more of those dad jokes. What would you do if, while you were doing a live podcast, either you or your co-host farted real loud?
Well, to tell you the truth, the microphone that I'm using cancels noise out like that, so you'll never hear me fart on stream or anything like that. So that's why you gotta get a nice little Blue Yeti. I mean, even though it's not like the best microphone out there, but you know, it's really good for the price. So
hey, if it happens, it happens. Let's say Shad Gosport didn't die. So then Shad and JTG made their return to WWE. Is it safe to say they would have had to change their Crime Time name, possibly to Rhyme Time? I don't know about Rhyme Time, but I don't know.
No, they wouldn't have to change their name at all. It'll still be Crime Time. I mean, it's still got Edge, Monica as the rated R superstar. He hasn't done anything rated R in almost 20 years. So,
well, I mean, because I guess it's like the times of people being like, "Oh, why are they Crime Time?" That's, it's a racist gimmick or whatever. So I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't have wanted them to change the name, but I don't know. Whatever. Since WrestleMania went 2 nights, what percentage of fans do you think buy tickets for both nights of WrestleMania? The ones who have money?
what's the percentage?
Well, yeah, I forgot he said percentage.
I'll probably say maybe a quarter
Right.
to 30%. That's just me. What do you think, Drew?
I'll go with that. I mean, again, whoever has the most money saved up. So, yeah, roughly about the same. I'll say a quarter. All right. Is Texas the Australia of the U.S.? Think about it. Both are really big, both have hot weather, and have cowboy culture.
And don't forget about like our cattle too, as well. There's that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I fully agree with that, but there are definitely some similarities for sure. That I can agree with. So,
Do you think Roman Reigns' double R logo looks like the Spider-Man logo?
I always thought that was a knockoff of the Spider-Man logo.
Yep. And that's why I always thought it was pretty cool. Whatever happened to Shark Boy from TNA? And why hasn't he ever been part of the Shark Week for AEW?
I think he became like I know for sure he became like a backstage guy. I don't know what he's doing right now. I'm pretty sure he's still in the business in some aspect. But he's like 50 now, so you know what I mean. But I'm not too sure if I know he was like I know like he returned to TNA like last year sometime. For like a appearance or two, but yeah. But would he, would I or what has AEW brought him in? For Shark Week, that would be a great idea. Do a little comedy segment with him and Danhausen and Orange Cassidy. Like a little little segment backstage. He doesn't have to be there long for like a little 10-second segment. That'd be pretty funny, I think. But no, I don't know why they haven't brought him in. I don't know. Maybe he's a hard ask. Maybe he wants like $1 million to show up. I don't know.
Do you think Brian Last's real name is Last, or is Last a gimmick name? I mean, as far as I know, that's his real name.
Yeah, I don't know if that's his real last name or not, but yeah.
Do you think the Monroe brothers and Hotchkiss Featherbottom are real people that work for Jim Cornette that he gave gimmick names? I mean, as far as I know, those are real people. From listening to his podcast, so what else can I say?
That's from same thing that Drew said. That from why I know they're real people, but I don't know for sure.
What are your favorite moments in wrestling history that involved an animal? Mine was the time on WCW Nitro when Scott Steiner made his entrance to the Tiger. I mean, I'm going to go with that because Scott Steiner with a tiger. I mean, what else could you want?
JBL find a dinosaur in Tokyo.
Oh,
or Okada making his I think it was his Wrestle Kingdom entrance, and like guy had like a fucking Buster Sword from fucking Final Fantasy and like a fucking raptor next to him. That was fucking cool. Any other animals?
When Stone Cold when Stone Cold threw Triple H in a room with a rattlesnake.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
And then Triple H pretended that the rattlesnake bit his eye.
He went through all this. He went through everything to like put makeup on him and like, oh, he bit me. Like, he went through that whole trouble. Matilda. How can you forget Matilda?
Oh yeah, Matilda. Let's see. When was it Chris Jericho? I think it was Stephanie when she ran over Triple H's dog, which I shouldn't laugh about that because obviously the dog didn't really get hurt. You just heard a yelp off screen, but the dog was.
Speaking of dogs, Matt Hardy killing Jack.
Oh no, I didn't like that at all. Because he just holds Jack's collar. He's like, maybe it was an accident. I'm like, oh,
I hate you, Jeff Hardy. Killed his dog. And they fucking just stank up WrestleMania too. Jesus.
Yeah, that match was kind of not good.
I like the ending spot though. The ending spot was damn good, but yeah.
But yeah. What are your where do you answer? What do you ask that? Do you think that Rusev would have been a better WWE champion than Kofi? Yes.
I don't know. I don't know who's the same.
Better gimmick, looked like something, had Lana, so I think he would have had a better run. Whereas Kofi is just like, yeah, he had the best moment at Mania, and then after that it's just like, what now? I also think it was the booking because like they did that one promo spot where he went back to Ghana as the champion. He visited like the community and talked to the kids, and they presented him as the people's champion. I'm like, all right, that's good. I want to see more of that. And then they went back to just him doing New Day shtick.
I'm gonna go with Kofi. I thought Kofi's reign, although it wasn't like fantastic or great or anything like that, but I think it gets a bad rap.
Right.
In the grand scheme of things. So,
since he loves the letter X so much, do you think Elon Musk's favorite wrestler is X-Pac? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He's also a fan of the X Division. How many favorite venues have you seen WWE events at? For me, it's 4. Bradley Center, Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, Target Center in Minneapolis, and the Dane County Coliseum in Madison. AT&T Center for Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-views. Freeman Coliseum for NXT TakeOver. And then the Aztec Theater for NXT live events.
And Alamo Dome, too.
Oh, yeah, Alamo Dome for Rumble. I forgot.
No, I was like, how are you gonna forget about the Alamo Dome? Yeah, it's the same for me. So Freeman Coliseum for NXT. Also, as well, some earlier Raws. I went to the Raw in '97 with when Stone Cold and Dude Love debuted and all that stuff. They won the tag team titles. So I went to there. Also went to Nitro in '97 when Sting fucking rapped her down from the fucking top of the Alamo Dome. Royal Rumble '97. Then obviously AT&T Center for like Rumble 2007 and other SmackDown and Raws and Aztec Theater as well for. I went to one of the NXT shows. I forget which one it was though. I think Shawn Michaels was a special guest referee. I think it was that one. I don't remember that one, but they came to San Antonio several times though. So,
all right. Have you ever accidentally cut yourself shaving and felt like Jon Moxley?
I never cut myself in the head, so no.
You never felt like Jon Moxley, the badass. Does San Antonio have an IMAX theater? Yes, we do. Yeah, we have Santikos. Or the Palladium, I mean. You still there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Why are the plastic Jell-O containers so damn small? I want a bowl of Jell-O, not a shot glass. I don't know.
Depending which Jell-O. How small the Jell-O containers are you seeing? I guess the ones I'm used to. I think that's a decent portion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, depend on what you get, but I don't know how much Jell-O you want, Kyle. I mean, do you want like a fucking?
He wants the whole damn Jell-O bowl.
He wants all the Jell-O. Is it safe to say that if it wasn't for wrestling, almost no one would know about Samoa?
Almost, yeah.
All right. Why do the Insane Clown Posse and Juggalos get so much hate?
Oh, I guess I'll answer first. I'm not sure. Can't really. They're not really my cup of tea. But they do have their fans, and I see why people will like them. So I can at least say that, you know what I mean? But I can also see why people may not like them either. So,
I mean, they don't bother me. I mean, again, I don't listen to them. So as long as they leave me the fuck alone, I'm good. But ICP personally, like those two guys, Shaggy and Violent J. I mean, I've seen them in interviews. I saw them do the K-Fame commentaries with Sean Oliver, and I thought they were funny. They're entertaining. Like, they amused me. So, and they obviously respect wrestling enough. So, I mean, I can't really hate on them for that. As far as like the Juggalos, just not for me personally. But as long as they don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with them. That's how I put it. Lastly, from Kyle, do you agree that WWE needs a developmental territory before NXT? For example, they could use Booker T's Reality of Wrestling. Good question. That's a good question.
They actually brought Trick Williams down there. Actually, I think like last week, to do like a little promo segment or whatnot. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. But at the same time, it's like you have a farm, so you're gonna have a farming system for a farming system. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like how far should you go down the totem pole for that. So, what I do want to see though is I do want to see some NXT talents who are on NXT already go down to some place like Reality of Wrestling and get a indie wrestling experience, a true indie wrestling experience. And so that way they can continue to develop their craft, because they may go down there, they may be the topper. Like Trick Williams going down there, like all of a sudden, like Trick Williams is like the I won't say the best wrestler, but like he was like probably like the most experienced wrestler down there. You know what I mean? And in hindsight, Trick Williams really he's like a baby. Like he's like, you know, he's still barely learning, you know, his craft. So I think that could be good. I think it could be good for both sides for sure.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, NXT is developmental, but they're treating it like a third brand again. You know, also with them sending, you know, Dom there and Rhea there, so they're treating it like a third brand again, even though it was developmental. But yeah, I mean, a lot of your guys do need to kind of hone their craft. I mean, they obviously want to do something with Trick, and like you just mentioned, they're sending him down to a reality of wrestling to kind of, you know, get better, and I'm glad to hear that. So, and I mean, they are borrowing a lot from reality of wrestling. I mean, because Roxy came from reality of wrestling. Who else came down from reality of wrestling that's in WWE? I think you'll know more about this than me. Who else has come down from ROW?
What was that?
Who else came down from reality of wrestling besides Roxanne?
It was mostly Roxanne for the most part, but there's been other wrestlers who went through there as well. But I mean, there's a lot of like guys there right now that I really like Brian Keith. Really like him. I think he's going to be signed to a major promotion in the next year or so.
All right. Thank you. Who the fuck asked that? Kyle, I'm sorry. Yeah, Kyle. Thank you for Kyle. And lastly, we got Savage Elite. He has quite a few questions. Which wrestler that you dislike their persona but would probably get along with in real life? That's an interesting question. Whose persona don't I like? Like, I guess you mean their gimmick, and I don't like them in
persona gimmick.
Let's see.
But you probably think you'll get along with in real life. Probably me, Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose seems like a really. I mean, I don't like her in ring stuff or her gimmick and all that. But you know, I think Nyla Rose probably a legit cool, chill person. So, also I'll go with that.
I don't know. Usually the gimmicks I don't like, I usually end up not liking the person. So I don't know. Just
you gotta separate the gimmick from the actual person.
Yeah, but the gimmicks I don't like, they end up kind of being shitty people in real life. Or just people that I just kind of think are dorks.
I just said Nyla Rose, like, you know, like.
I mean, I rag on Keith Lee a lot, but I think Keith Lee's a nice guy. So I think he'd be a nice guy to hang around. I mean, I don't hate Kenny personally, but I think Kenny would be a nice guy to be around. I mean, I think he'd be kind of weird, but I think he seems like a nice guy.
Threw that in there. I think it would be weird.
I don't know. That's what I kind of hear about Kenny, is that he's a nice guy, but he's kind of weird.
I mean, if you're in the wrestling business, I mean, you're all weird. We're all weird in our own ways, so you know, we're all weird in our own ways. Danhausen for me, maybe. I mean, I won't say I don't like his gimmick, but yeah, I think I'll get along with him.
So, I don't know. That's all I can think of at the moment, but. Next is I just started my YouTube channel. How do you grow your channel? Just I don't know. Just be genuine. Don't half-ass anything. Do everything you can to build your channel, to build your audience. But at the end of the day, just be you. Do something you're passionate about. Talk about something you're passionate about, and you'll grow your audience.
I second that, but I would say the biggest thing is staying consistent. Staying consistent on your channel. Like if you know that you're gonna upload every Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, set the expectation with your audience so they know when they expect for you to be uploaded. That's number one. And number two, have good thumbnails, have good titles, learn the SEO, learn about video tagging, learn about titling on your videos, so you can reach out to a wider audience as possible as well. And also as well, don't be afraid to be, obviously, but like be different. Like, you can't just go in there and just be like, I don't know what it is. But let's say you're talking about wrestling news. Like, if you're just like reporting news, like, John Cena may come back to Survivor Series. Well, okay, great. You're like one of like thousands of people that's going to report that news. How are you going to report that news and make it different? So I'm not saying it's going to be wrestling, just for example. So, but stay consistent, man. Don't get discouraged. And also as well, like, but also to Drew's point, like, have fun with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you definitely want to grow your audience, right? If that's your goal. But like, if you're not having fun doing it, then why do it in the first place? So,
right. And don't become one of those people that, your whole thing is, I'm going to talk really loud in front of the camera and I'm going to be very tribalistic. And like, just don't fall into tribalistic bullshit. Like, just try to be your own guy. Try to be fair.
I know one person that does that shit for sure. Jesus.
Oh yeah, but just be you. Just be you. That's all we gotta say. Just be you and have fun. Next is a question for us. He has two separate questions.
Nice.
For me and you. He asked me, who do you think is winning the G1, Naito or Okada? Well, Savage.
Yeah, they're in the finals. Yeah.
Well, Savage, you'll be surprised to know that I don't watch Japanese wrestling, so I don't know how to answer that fucking question because I don't care. But Justin, why isn't no one?
Answer this question.
I'll pick Scooby Doo. Justin, why isn't no one talking about the NJPW and Impact joint show?
I think it's because of. It's not AEW or WWE that's doing the show with New Japan. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why. But the fact of the matter is that it should be a good show. There should be more people talking about it. I'm going to watch the show. The Multiverse show. Whenever I don't remember exactly when it's coming out, but I think it's in the next couple weeks, I think, if I remember correctly. But anyway, more people should be talking about the show though. But I'll answer the other question for you. I'll say probably Naito will probably win, just because I think they want to tell that story between Naito and Sonata, because obviously Sonata left LIJ and there you go. So,
what is the most overrated fast food restaurant? For me, I'll say Burger King.
Raising Cane's.
Oh yeah, now you made me angry. I love Raising Cane's.
It's good. It's just so overrated. It's like the like without the cane sauce, like the chicken's so fucking bland. It has no flavor.
I don't know. I like Raising Cane's. I'm the only one in this household that likes Raising Cane's. My wife hates it.
It's bland.
Like at work, she'll get these Raising Cane's like gift cards, and she'll be like, "Do you want this?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." What is your social media pet peeve? A few. I hate when they'll talk shit and they'll have the laughing emoji because they think they're being so funny, and it's just like you're being a giant pussy because you're hiding behind a keyboard. So that's one. Saying sorry, not sorry. I hate that. Stop fucking doing that. And a few others, just multiple pet peeves I have on social media. Yeah, that's really about it. Anytime there's like a new phase and people have to automatically take part in the phase just so they can be on social media. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've done that before, like the ice bucket challenge. I partook in that like a douche. So,
well, that's different because that was for a cause, at least.
Well, people did it for the wrong reasons. I mean, it was for a cause.
Did it for the wrong reasons, but if it's the ice bucket challenge to raise awareness for ALS, You know what I mean? Like, that's different. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna, put nail polish fluid on my asshole and I'm gonna light it on fire. Like, no, that's fucking stupid.
That's very specific, Justin.
Well, I've seen it before.
Jesus Christ. But what are your pet peeves?
Overexposure in memes.
All right.
I hate that. Like if you want to post about a brand new meme, sure, but have you seen that that fight on the dock that happened, I think, like last week?
Oh, with the chair?
Yeah, with the chair and all that shit. Like, I'm seeing like way too much of that already, and it just came out last week. Like, come on, guys. Like, let's. People are making shirts of it. Like, really? Like, come on. That and what else? I don't even really be on my social media like that. Like, I'll post and I just don't really be on it like that. So, because social media is such a stupid drug. What else? Just people posting shit and like they don't get a lot of interaction on there, but they post like a lot. They post like maybe like 8-9 times a day, and like it's like, man, you're flying up my feed here, man. Like, I wish you'll get more, get more interaction. Sometimes less is more. At the end of the day, that also kind of like what you were saying, too, like with the trends and stuff. That's very stupid. Just like people like doing like unnecessary stupid shit, or just posting shit of like they're like out in public and they like do like some stupid screens, or like they'll do the more like like and doing all that shit. People turn around and people think it's funny. I'm like it's not. That's not funny. That's stupid. Yeah, but yeah, I got a lot of pet peeves when it comes to social media. So
yeah, social media is a cesspool. Justin, what is going to be the I made it moment for your shop?
The I made it moment. Well, I mean, this sounds cliche. Me walking into my shop every day, opening it up. That's obviously one. Like, I never get tired of opening up my own shop every day. I'll say probably if like an influencer comes down and checks out the shop. So like either like Kyle Peterson or fucking My Damn Toys or Ethan Page. If he does a vlog there, that'll be pretty spectacular. Or like Matt Cardona or Brian Myers, they just come on down. Smart Mark Sterling, they just come on down, just check out the shop. But that's like long ways away though. Like, but that'll be pretty cool to see though. Yeah.
Nice. Name 3 wrestlers that are not in AEW, WWE, or Impact that you would like to see on a bigger spotlight. Alexander Hammerstone's one of them. I mean, I'd like to see him on a bigger spotlight. I would have said Jacob Fatu, but he's kind of turned out to be a prick.
Well, why? What do you do?
I mean, didn't he no-show a charity event?
I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, you're supposed to go to a charity event with a bunch of other wrestlers. I think some from AEW, and they paid for his flight, and he didn't show up. Like he no-showed. I think he gave some lame ass reason, so he's kind of a dick. Yeah, Alexander Hammerstone's the only one I can think of. Who's that blonde that everyone likes? Mariah May? Is that her name?
Mariah May, yeah. She's she's part of Club Venus.
All right.
In Stardom.
She's really, from what I've seen, she's good, and she's hot, so that doesn't hurt. Let's see. No, we'll just shout out our local talent. The End of the World Party. We'll give those guys.
Too. I didn't know this, but I didn't know Corvus was he's related to Psycho Clown. Didn't know that.
Nice.
Yeah, because he was wearing Psycho Clown shirts. I was like, oh, I like your Psycho Clown shirt. He's like, yeah, that's my cousin. I'm like, what? Like, why am I just knowing about this? Like,
but those are my choices. What about you?
Brian Keith. I kind of mentioned him earlier. Really like what he's been doing on the scene. I mean, this is probably no local person, but she's in NWA too as well. Meg Rakowski. Very good, very good. I won't be surprised if she. I would be surprised if she doesn't get a AEW or WWE contract in the next like year or two. Like she's that good, I think. Then I will probably say the Von Erichs, Ross and Marshall. So.
All right. Oh yeah, fuck yeah! I forgot about the Von Erichs. Yeah, Von Erichs. I'll throw them in there too. What are your top 3 favorite movie franchises? Let's see. This is not really in order. I would say, John Wick, the John Wick franchises. I love them. The Dark Knight trilogy was awesome, and the Captain America trilogy. I loved it.
Bond, of course. That's like a no-brainer there. Bond, like, just give me all Bond all the time. Friday the 13th. I would say Halloween, but like, there's some movies in the series that fucking sucks dick. Like, and I can't stand. Maybe, and this is, I guess if you want to consider it as a franchise, like this is like the first like multiverse ever. Yeah, the Universal monster movies, so like Dracula and Frankenstein and Wolfman, and because they all were joined together when they started to have like the jointed movies together. So, I guess I can go with that one, but like, I mean, there's really no other ones I can really think of. Like, maybe Batman '89 and Batman Returns, but I like that's like separate from like, because like the Byrne movies and the Joel Schumacher movies is like, I don't really, obviously you don't really consider those together. So, maybe the original Spider-Man trilogy, but that third one sucks so fucking much. I'd rather have X-Men than the Spider-Man trilogy. I'd rather have the X-Men trilogy because I don't think Last Stand was as bad as people think it. They say it is. It still wasn't great though, but I was gonna go with the Universal monsters.
All right. Lastly, from Savage is the last question of the night, including women. Who are your top singles champions from WWE and top 3 from AEW? WWE top champion right now, I would say.
Mine is pretty easy, but
yeah, go with those. My top Intercontinental champion. I want to say Rhea, but Rhea hasn't really defended the title that much. So, I mean, I love Rhea, but she hasn't really had an interesting title reign, I'll put it that way. Dom is number 2. And number 3...
You're including NXT, okay.
I mean, it's WWE. Number 3, I would say... I mean, obviously Roman, so number 3. So those are my top 3.
For me, it is Roman. I'm gonna go Seth, and I'm gonna go Gunther.
All right. And AEW, oh boy. Are we counting Ring of Honor AEW?
I think he just meant AEW.
Well, I mean, Ring of Honor is owned by AEW, so.
Well, I know that, but I think I'm just gonna go straight AEW. You can do whatever you want.
All right, so my top champion is the King of Television, Samoa Joe, because he's fucking awesome. my number 2 champion would be FTR. Those are my 2 champions, and then number 3 I'd go with CM Punk.
You said top singles champion though, I think.
Oh, singles champion. Fuck. Okay, so Samoa Joe, CM Punk, and MJF.
There you go. I'm gonna go MJF. I'm not gonna go CM Punk because that's not. I mean, he's a champ. I don't know. I don't really consider it. Well, you know what? Let me see if they have it on the AEW website. Let's see. If the guy on listed as an actual champ on the website, then I may say him. Let's see. Did the guy on listed as a champion? They do not have him listed as a champion, so I'm not going to say him. So I'll go MJF. I'll go Luchasaurus because of Christian Cage's involvement, which is great. And I'll go Orange Cassidy. I mean, it's not much of a picking. I mean, because you got Carl Sheeta and Chris Statlander too, so it's like, you know, so it's probably those 3 by default.
Yeah, sounds good. Not bad choices. But those are the questions, guys. That was the Q&A. Thank you to everybody that submitted some questions and came in to listen. But let's look at the calendar and see what we can do for the next show. All right, so September. Do you want to do September 15th?
Is that All Out?
I thought All Out was...
What, you say September 15th? That's on a Friday.
Oh, shit, my bad. September 16th.
As long as that's not All Out. We'll be on Sunday anyway, so no, I think that's fine. Is there anything else going on?
Let's look it up. So, September 16th.
I just don't want to just randomly schedule and, you know, it's like, oh, it was pay-per-view.
Let's see.
You know what? I think, nope, I don't think that's going to be a good, because I think Brandon Outlaw is running that night, and I didn't get to go to the last show. Gotta go visit my local peeps.
Yeah, I get you.
Let's see. Let me see if they're running. Is it on the 16th? Oh, no, it's on the 9th. No, it should be good.
All right, September 16th. So, heard it here first. Episode 20 is going to be September 16th. So, if you haven't already, send in your questions. Send as many as you want. Make them interesting. Make them fun. And we're done for the night, people. Again, thank you for your questions. And the Patreon, if you haven't already, it's $5 a month. And I just did a show with RJ today, so look that up. It felt like it was too fast, but, you know, sorry, guys. But, Patreon and new episode with RJ and other episodes I did with Ruben Prime and Jeff. And, of course, Wednesday's show is already up, so look that up. And then tomorrow morning, I'll be recording with Monty on here for our show that we usually do every Sunday, so look for that. It's going to be same chat room. But anyways, guys, see you later. See you this Sunday. Not Sunday, I'm sorry. We'll see you guys on Sunday tomorrow, but see the rest of you on Wednesday. So, peace out.
Peace.